Hi, this is Alex DePaoli with Fuzzy Logix. In this video, we'll illustrate how to invoke Fuzzy Logix DB Lytix technology and run it in database in the Netezza warehouse, calling the technology from a SAS session using procSQL. We'll compare the Fuzzy Logix way with how you might perform a typical analysis in SAS using native SAS capability. In front of you on the screen, you have a smart editor in which we have a SAS macro written that steps us through the Fuzzy Logix invocation. First, we have our procSQL and our connection string to the Netezza box. Our first statement as we run through the code would be to call the Fuzzy Logix stored procedure for linear regression. It takes two parameters, and the output of that analysis will be stored in three systems tables, and the following queries retrieve that information and would bring it back to our screen if we were running live, say from a SAS session. So the first query will bring back our analysis of variance. The second would be the fit statistics and overall statistics for the model. And finally, we get the model coefficients and their betas, standard errors, and associated statistics. In this instance, we would invoke the macro that we've just written using this command statement, as you see. Typical method for invoking in SAS would also be to use procSQL. So we've shown you the connection string again. But here we would need to format the data first to get it in the appropriate format for our analysis. But the key thing is we would have to bring the data back into our local environment and do some work on the data. And finally, in the last step, run the actual regression. It's this data movement step that Fuzzy Logix eliminates by running in database, and depending on the platform, this can be a considerable time cost. So there you have it, Fuzzy Logix method of invoking technology in the Netezza warehouse, performing the analytics in warehouse versus a SAS methodology of retrieving data, bringing it back to a local environment, and then performing your analysis. So what kind of performance enhancement benchmarks can you expect? Well, in one example, we had a market basket analysis for a large retailer that amounted to 486 billion rows. The existing processing time was about 20 hours, but when Fuzzy Logix was added to the process, that dropped to 2 hours. We see other examples in retailing, healthcare, engineering, media, and other industries where we routinely get 10 to 100 times performance enhancements for our processes. So we hope that you see the potential to accelerate your analytics processes by running Fuzzy Logix technology inside your Netezza warehouse. Stop moving data and start getting your analyses done quicker.